What's up, everybody?
Hi, babe.
Good morning for anyone who is here. Thanks for being here. This is our second live where we're going to talk about give a little reselling information. It's a little different than the last one we did, where we went through our stuff we've got because I didn't have a chance to go anywhere. Did you go, babe, this week? I forget.
I went. Remember, I went to Island Thrift that one night,
Oh yeah, but didn't you
and
already
I
show
did.
what you got there, or is that something
I
different?
no, I saw a lot of designer shoes, but they were all in really bad sizes, and I didn't buy them.
Hey, me, Shay Spitfire Dragon. Hey, Kim, Mom. Laura, Amanda, good to see you. I hope Amanda saw my last video where I showed that Disney shirt I got. I thought she would get a kick out of that. So yeah, we're gonna go over, and I got some. I have something to ship, and I'm gonna hopefully I set this up right so I can show you how easy, particularly on a small item, it is to ship. But before we do, babe, what? Let's tell the people how did today start for the folks who know me. How did today start for us?
Was your worst day ever? No,
Oh
yesterday was your worst day ever.
no, you saved the day as always.
Well, so my phone rang at 9 a.m. and it was an unknown number, although it was a New York number. So I typically answer if it's like a Long Island number. So I answered, and it was our neighbor who spoke to Jay. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
2 days ago. It was our neighbor, and he was like, "Hey, um, is your husband around?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but he's just about to start work." And he's like, "Oh, so he's leaving the property?" I'm like, "No, he works from home." And then he told me basically that he wants to fix the fence today. And I was like, "Okay, do you need anybody out there?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think I need another pair of eyes if I can just come out there." He did annoy me a little bit because he said, "I know your dogs are aggressive," which our dogs aren't aggressive. They're just dogs that like
Bark
bark.
when they see
They don't
people.
know you. And if you come in our yard, they will like approach you. Um, so I just let that go and I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I can keep them inside." So right now he's out there fixing the fence.
So in an alternate universe, and probably the right one, where I am upset every time he comes by, in his world, like he or like someone else looking at this would be like, this guy is coming and fixing our fence for free, and I'm like
For
so
free.
mad that like he's talking to me. So I'm the asshole here, not him. He. Although I don't like the aggressive dog comment, but otherwise he's been very nice to us. This is all because I have issues. I am a mental case. This is not. He's very nice. He's apparently
He
fixing
was
this.
super happy to talk to me.
He
We'll just put
likes.
it that way.
He Yeah, that's why he instead of he had set it up that he's like, "Can I knock on the door?" I'm like, "Yeah," and instead he called Shannon. So smart move. I hope he knows every time going forward that's the way to go. Talk to Shannon. I just don't do well. I don't. It's a problem I have. I'm just an asshole. All right. So how
I
you
went out
doing?
there with him. I went out there with him, but everyone in the chat and my mother-in-law will be so proud. I had on like my full, basically my full beekeeping suit because the fence has like a lot of foliage around it that I haven't, obviously, because I've been dealing with all this stuff. We haven't really like been back there to try to mess with it. And so it's like a really nice day, and he's wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and I come out in like my full hazmat outfit. So I did not get any plant spores or anything on me. And I was like, "Oh, do you need me to trim this up around the fence?" And he was like, "No, no, I'll do it." I mean, this is this guy. He's like former Navy, I think. He's like, his yard is of course impeccable. So he's probably like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to him that he lives by us. And we have these crazy dogs and three kids that are always yelling. But anyway,
All right.
so
So
now he's also trimming by the Trent fence for
right,
free.
and by the way, he used to like his whole family used to hold this like block, and the neighbor before they used to have like our fence has like a little gate to like get to our house, and they used to just walking into each other's houses, and we're like, no, you're not walking through our yard to like come to us. Anyway, all right, let's get to the reselling. So, all right, I got an offer. Well, I wanted to show you guys first. So let me do this. Let me share my screen here. We're gonna show you how easy it is to ship something and just the whole process. But I talked about this last time. I we set it so that like you can get offers on your stuff. Like people can either buy it from you directly, buy it from you without an offer, buy it now is what it's called, or they can make an offer. So I got an offer, and I was gonna show you guys. I made a pre-made video because I'm like, oh, I want to show everyone how my process. But I got another offer, so on a different item. So I'm gonna show you how to check. Prudence. Now our dogs are stuck inside and they're going crazy because they can't go outside.
They usually have like free reign, and now they don't. So they're kind of like they want to go out and investigate.
All right, so
You got another offer?
not only did I get another offer, I have an item that was bought that I'll go over for a second, but
That's great, babe.
so Prudence, stop it. Get out of there, Prudence. All right. So there's my government name, Jason, or the name that Shannon calls me when she's mad at me. So there's like the home page when you go, and you can either go to your notifications right here. It shows like what you have to do. I have 2 paid that I have to ship, and I have an offer. So I want to show you my process when I get an offer, because I told you guys, for me, feedback is important. I make it more important than it is. I like to be at 100, but I've bought stuff from eBay buyers that are not at 100 because sometimes you just can't win with people. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. So I like to keep it at 100, but I've been under 100 sometimes, but I really try to keep it under. Babe does not care so much as I care. So anyway, I got an offer for these.
I just don't. I know that I buy a lot of things from people that have 96% or anywhere, 90 and above is great, because that just means they probably had one person that ruined their 100 by being a dick.
So I got this offer, and now these things, they're Zoom minifigs, and what I think they are like, you get these these were just like extras in a bag of something I bought, like something else I bought. Let me make this full screen so I could show you. These are like when you go to like the quarter machine and you get like the little bubbles. These are in there, but like there's some of them are collectible. So I've had these up for a while. I didn't buy a bag for these, trust me. But they were in a bag. Sometimes you buy bags and there's stuff in there that like you're like, oh, maybe I can sell this. It's extra, or I'll just. And I forgot to say one thing I always do. Babe can attest this. If I get a bunch of toys that may have like a missing arm or something, or like that are still kind of playable, I talk about all the time the freebie thing. I'll just collect them, put them in a box, and I go to the Facebook Marketplace or wherever, and I say, here's a free bunch of toys. And most of the time they're like decent. They're always in good condition. Like even like a kid will play with this. They don't care. And I'll just put them all in a box. And I feel like it's my way of kind of like, if I get something free, it's like my way of like doing the universe. And like, if I get like something from free, so I'll just give and then families that maybe just want some free toys for their kids to play with. So that's typically what I do with like my extra stuff. But all right, so I got these Zomlings minifigures, right? So I got an offer for them. I have it listed for $14.99. I got an offer for $8 plus shipping. So here is how you check the feedback that someone gives. So I got this offer from Vintage Vibes Toy Company. So already I know this is going to someone who's probably going to sell, which is, I don't care. But sometimes those people can be a little, it depends. So they have let's check their feedback. They have 35. Now, I don't care about like the feedback that they get as a buyer, because you basically have to give a buyer good feedback. You cannot, if someone buys something from me, you can't give bad feedback, right, babe? As a seller, you can never give bad feedback. You can reply to feedback that they give you.
Yeah.
You
used to be able to. You used to be able to, but then it always caused problems because they could appeal it and they would get it reversed. Like, eBay is really, really good for a buyer.
Yes. So, all right. So this is their all received feedback, but this is all right about them being a buyer. That's not what I want to know. I want to know what feedback do they leave for others, and that's up here, left for others. So look, all right. So you can see here, these are all green. Now, now here's one this says wasn't boxed, this is not even bad. This is neutral. You'll see red if it's bad. Wasn't packaged well. Box came smashed pretty bad. No bubble wrap. I mean, this looks like legitimate bad feedback. So overall, this person is giving. Here's the red flag is if you see a bunch of these. See, here's where I start to like, should I do this? Will not buy. This person says will not buy again from this seller. This person who they sold it to replied, clearly states not real figures, prints all over listing. Sorry, I can't force people to read. Check all my positive reviews. People love them. They are clearly stated what they are. All right. So this, I mean, it was a year ago. So now I'm like, do I sell these things for $8? Is it worth me now being worried about?
Go to the third page.
There is no third page.
Oh, I thought there was another page. Sorry.
It's okay. So here's the, like, are they going to give me crap about this? They know what it is. These are like, and maybe I'll just accept it just to like see what the, see if, so I go back. So now like, so mostly it's good feedback. If you see a bunch of these, it's a definite red flag, but one like that doesn't really, oh, see this is another red flag. This is a good, see, I didn't read this one. Money was refunded, so no issue with seller. See, that is a red flag to me, because that sounds like they ordered something and they made a complaint to the person. The person's like, meh, I'm not going to deal with this. Here's your money back. Right, babe? Wouldn't you say that that's what that is?
Oh, absolutely.
See, now,
I mean,
what would you do, babe?
especially past 6 months. If it was longer ago,
that worries me.
It could have been like it could have been a post office thing, because probably for about a year or 18 months at least after the pandemic, there were post office problems that had nothing to do with the seller or the buyer. But of course, the seller is going to get bad feedback because
so now, like,
they
I'm
didn't
looking
get their
at
item
this.
on time.
Are they going to give me shit about? Oh, see that now? All right. Well, I don't know what I should do. What do you think, babe? What chat? Is this real chat? What do you think we should do? What do you think should I do?
I don't even go through this much of a process. I would have accepted it because it's $8 on something that I was going to get nothing for. So.
All right. So I'm listening to babe, and I could always just give them their money back. We'll see. Will they give me crap, or will they? So I'm going to.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, if you had to give them their money back so that you don't get, bad feedback, it's only $8.
Right. All right. So hello, hey Karen, hey Karen, hey Taryn, hey Pamela. Thanks everyone for being here. All right. So, all right, I decided I'm gonna take it. All right. So, also the thing that I'm thinking about with this item, it's not gonna cost. On my other item that I'm gonna show you guys how to ship is gonna be pretty much exactly the same cost to ship, because it's under. I'm gonna show you that. All right. So I could make a counter offer. I could decline the offer. I'm going to accept the offer. I have an hour and 27 remaining. Let's accept it. And it's going to go to Illinois, which is not far. It doesn't matter. It weighs so little, the cost of it. All right. So now I got to wait now for them to pay. So I'm not going to be shipping this today. So, all right. So that's how you check feedback.
Sometimes one thing I will do if I see that they're reset. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay. Never mind. One thing I will do is if I see that they're a reseller, I do sometimes look at their listings as well, because I want to see, like, are they fair with other people? Are they asking, like, do they lowball me on something that then they're going to sell for 5 times the cost? And maybe that's one thing I'll check if they are another reseller, and if they're fair to other people, then that's fine with me.
What do you think about this, babe? Is eBay that much more buyer friendly? Yeah, they're generally speaking gonna always side with the buyer. Almost always gonna side with the buyer.
Yeah, you used to be able to like have somebody kind of on your side as the seller as well, but that's really ended in the last few years. They basically just side with the buyer every time.
Now, that being said, they will take a look at feedback. Like if you get bad feedback and someone is like, listen, because this is what sometimes people will say to you, and they'll message you and they don't realize it's an issue. Sometimes they'll be like, listen, do you want to get bad feedback? Could you just give me back my money, or could you just take off a few bucks? And eBay looks at that and like, that is, what do they call it, babe? That's
feedback extortion.
Feedback extortion. And they will, if you get bad feedback, they will flip it. They will change it. And there's other times they will too. So we can, on another video, we can go in how to contact eBay. It's not, that is actually not that bad. I haven't done it in a while, but like through the app, through like chat, you can, or even a call. Generally, you can get someone on. It's not like YouTube where you can't get anyone on the line. I'll tell you that.
And they do punish bad buyers. They will punish you. So they do weed out a lot of people that are just scammers or bad intent.
All right, so let's go now. I'm gonna first. So that was one way that you can go to your stuff. You go to your notifications. Another way is you go to sell, and this is your seller hub. This is kind of where you have all your listings. You have your This is what it looks like.
Your dashboard.
Your dashboard. Good call, babe. So yeah. I go to orders, and you can obviously you can see what you have. And I have this. This is the thing that I was like, should I take the order offer? And I made a video. I have no return. Amy S. I personally do not accept returns. I don't.
Oh, but she's saying item not as described.
Oh.
Yep. They instantly make you take it back. eBay will.
All right. So I got this. What this is now, this is another tip I should have said when buying stuff. I like to buy lots. Babe will tell you I've bought a lot of lots, particularly of toys. And this is Imaginext. If you have kids or had kids, Imaginext is like they love these toys. And this is Green Lanterns. This is his orb or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I bought this. I remember, babe. I bought this lot of Imaginext sets and figures, and it was like, did I get it for free or did I buy it? Whatever. I think I got it for.
If you bought it, it was like $20, and it was totes and totes.
Yeah, like
we had to take our minivan to get it.
Yeah, like so I parted everything out. You could, like I've talked about, and this right here for $10, and I've already made my money like 100 times over on this, but certain things like this Green Lantern thing's a little rare. Now, one thing I guess I could just go over real quick. When I'm still looking to see, I got an offer for this. I had it listed, for $20, and I got an offer for 10, right? But one thing I will do before I accept it is copy my listing in there, type it in here. Now, there's not going to be anything that's exactly the same, likely, because that's my custom title, but I'll be like, does anyone else have this item for a different price? Can they buy it from someone else for cheaper than me? And I might as well just accept it. Or so you could see someone selling the missile for $10. Someone's selling the lantern for $16. So I mean, I probably could have asked for 15 and got it, but I wanted to make this. So sometimes I'll just do that. I'm gonna start taking stuff just so I can. I didn't know I was gonna get another. And by the way, the guy already paid, so that's good about the other item. I can show you.
That's very good. That's a good sign.
Yeah. All right. So.
Plus, I think that he's really going to be impressed that you're going to print this label in like 5 minutes, and then it's going to be shipped. So
I always like to print the labels as soon as I would have, if I got this on Friday. If it wasn't for me waiting for this, I would have done this immediately, pretty much, unless I was on stream or doing something.
He's basically been itching to do it. I was like, babe, you have to wait to accept the offer, wait to do all these things so that you can make the video.
All right. So, and by the way, thanks everyone for being here. All right. So I'm going to click on. And by the way, it tells you right here when you have to ship it by. I have to ship this by June 17th, which is Monday. Even though I have 1 day business handling, this is bought on a Friday, the weekend doesn't count. So I'm buying something on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday do not count till your handling time. And we've talked about before, you want to keep with your handling time. That's how eBay rates you. So I'm going to get a shipping label. All right.
Babe, make sure you don't dox yourself.
Where?
Oh, you put the thing over. Okay.
That's them. But yeah, I put the thing over.
Sorry, yes.
All right, so here it is. I know this is 4 ounces, but I'm going to show you guys. I think I have this set up. And babe, by the way, I'm going to show you something in a sec that you're going to be happy about, but let me just show this first. Oh, no, wrong thing. This is my little table. I'm going to fix this table, but we have a little, that's all you need, guys. This scale right here, which is like $40 to $50, is all you need. I'm going to take this bag. And actually, you know what? That's not right, because I want to have it in the packaging. Not that it's going to matter, but, and by the way, these are poly bags you buy in bulk that I put my stuff in. When I first started, I didn't. but now I do. So I have this poly bag.
You could use a Ziploc bag if you're just selling a few things at home. You could
Yeah,
use a bread bag. You could
like my
use
those.
plastic wrap, saran wrap.
So I'm gonna put it in this. I think I bought these in bulk, or I got them for free. You can get the like anyway. So all right. So I'm gonna put it on here. 1.3 ounces. So like I knew it was gonna be like I think the minimum is like 4, right? Like you can't make any less than that. All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, you can make it less than that, but you don't get charged less
You
than
don't
that.
get
So if
charged.
you
Listen,
can have something like that, you just put 4, you don't even have to weigh it. Once you've done this for a while, you know what stuff weighs just by holding it, which is also a strange skill that you acquire.
right. So here it is. This is where you change the weights. So it's I'm putting. I could put like watch if you see that it says $3.84 in the bottom right. Let's just say
Mhm.
I put this to 2 ounces. Hey, Catherine, it's not going to change the $3.84. Now, if I put it to like 6 ounces, see, it
Right.
goes up. So that's why, like, so I'm going 4 ounces. It's less than that, but it doesn't matter. But I don't know the exact, but you start learning what the, all right. And these dimensions don't matter really. You just, like, it doesn't matter. It's just small. Once you start
Unless
doing
they're
boxes,
weird. Unless for some reason you looked in there and it said like 27 inches by
right.
14 by 32, then it would make a difference, but otherwise, no.
Now this, we're going to ship this United States Postal Service Ground Advantage. It used to be called First Class Mail, but they've like changed their like structure or whatever. Now, you never pick FedEx or UPS or anything like that on a small item. It's always, always, always better to go with the postal service. It just is. Now, media mail is for books, DVDs. And usually, media mail is cheaper, babe. Do you see this? That the media mail is more money than the
Right.
that.
Yeah, just some very, very light items, but media mail did go up. It used to be that you could like do like a under a pound on media mail. You could send it for like 284, but not anymore.
All right,
Two.
so I'm picking UPS, and you can compare all these different.
Stop it, Prudence.
You can compare all these different services, as you can see, and there's flat rate. Well, we'll get into flat rate on another time, maybe. But
Okay.
is someone here? All right. While she does that, you can check all the different. Do you want to close that door, maybe? All right. Sorry. All right. So these are the different options. I'm going with the cheapest, which is USPS Ground Advantage, which generally speaking is going to be the best. All right. So I am not going to require delivery. You only do that for like items that are worth like a lot. I never add liability coverage. I never display the postage, and I never add custom text. I just don't. There used to be an option to like put a little message to the thing. I would always say, "Thank you so much for your order," and I guess I could put that in the. I've never added custom text to the. I'll have to ask Babe when she comes back if she ever does that. Do you ever add custom text? Remember there used to be you could send a little message. Thanks so much for your order. Now you can't. You can't do that now.
Hmm. No, I don't ever add custom text on the label.
All right, so it's going to come now. Here's the options where it's going to come from. I have funds in my eBay from orders, so I am just going to take it out of my funds that I have from my orders. As you can see, you could also just do it from your PayPal account if you want. That's the option. So I'm going to purchase the shipping label, and as I do this, a message goes to the buyer: your item's getting shipped. Well, hold on. Let me just hold on 1 second. All right, so I don't know if the label thing came up, but it's not. Let me see if it'll show here. And what we have, I'm going to show you here, is a printer. And you can use your own printer. That's fine. What we have, since we do this all the time, we invested in this. It was like, I think I checked today, and you can get one for like $80, but it's well with their what's it called, babe? It's whoops, wrong key.
Thermal.
Thermal printer, and that's that right there, and baby. Now you can just print with when you hook up your laptop. I'll give you the driver. You'll be able to just come in here, put your laptop. Not you have to use our old computer anymore to.
Oh,
All
that's
right, so
great.
that's a thermal printer, which means you never need ink. It burns it into the, burns the address into the paper, and I'll show you. So I'm gonna go to print label. Let me turn this off here.
Amy, that's a good question. And I'll go back and answer. Cover up the.
Done.
I'll go back and answer the stuff about Posh too.
So here's the label. I'm gonna print it. See, the thing that stinks is the oh, now it's not coming up as an option. Oh, wait, there it is. Why is it not? All right, you guys can't see this. So, babe, why don't you answer the questions? Why? I just want to the other questions you can answer.
Yeah.
No, it's not Bluetooth. You can get Bluetooth. This one is wired to the.
Okay, so Amy says, here's a thing I can't figure out. How do you estimate shipping costs when you don't know where you're shipping? Which is, I'm assuming you're talking about if you want to take a buyer, if you want to take an offer for a buyer. It will show you like the city and the state on, it won't show you their whole address, but it will show you the city and the state. So you'll kind of know, because now the post office is split into zones. So you'll kind of get to know what's in your zone and what's cheap. Like if we send something to Florida, it's super cheap for us. Or if we send something to Maine, it's cheap. But if we have to send something to California, not cheap, terrible.
For us, because we're on the East Coast, because we're from New York. You know, it's how far the place is from you. Like
right.
If you're from California, it's not gonna.
Right. So, so that's one thing. And then, are you ready again? She had another question, but I'll.
Oh, so that's how easy it is, folks. There's the label.
Now, if you don't have a printer at all, and like say you're like not trying to become a reseller, you're just selling stuff around your house, eBay gives you a QR code, and you can package up your little thing, take it to the post office, stand in line, have them scan the QR code. They will make you a label and you can send it. So I know some people are not trying to sink any amount of money into this, and that's a way that you could do that.
All right, now this is what I do. We saw me, right? So first what I do is I take this little bag. You can get these on Amazon. Why are you laughing?
You're just cute.
Why are you laughing?
Because I like you.
You take, there's like a little glue thing. I take it and I just like something small like this. I just roll it up. So I just feel like this, and you could, like Babe said, you could just use a Ziploc. The glue isn't working. All right. Boom. And what I do is this. I recommend this. These are cheap. You can get them on Etsy. It's a little sticker. Thank you for supporting my. You can get thank you. I like this one. Thank you for supporting my small business. Boom. Take the sticker.
That one's Babe's sticker. Mine just says thank you.
Hers just says thank you. Put it on.
But here. I sell on a lot of platforms. So, it's our neighbor. I'm going to answer this.
Phone? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Hello?
All right. So, boom. There it is. Going to take the, and you can print a shipping label. You can, let me just go back to here. You can, if you want, print a packing slip. I never ever do it. I just don't do it. Where it's like a little invoice. That's up to you. I don't do it. I just don't. I've never had an issue. Chris. Jay and Shannon may be the most boring people alive, and I mean that in the nicest way possible way as a fellow boring person. Thank you, Chris. I just never do it. You can if you want to. I've never, ever, ever had a person be like, where's the shipping label? Never once. So that is your preference if you want to do that. I don't. All right. So got the thing, got the thing, got the envelope, got the thing, got the item, the thank you sticker in the bag. Put it in here. Actually, before I put it in there, I always make the mistake of doing this. Put the label on first, because if you have an item in here, sometimes it's if you have an item in here, sometimes it's hard to put this on. Like if these are, so you just take your little. This is a fixable thing. It's a sticker. Take this off. Put this on here. There it is. There's the thing. Not gonna ship, but that's what it looks like. Take this. Put it in here. Take the little adhesive. Done. That's it. That's it. I'm done. And let me see. I can show you what I made on that. That's it. Squadooshel, we're done. If I go now, let me see if I can show you. I'm gonna go back to my orders and see if if it shows you the fees. I could tell you what I made on that. All right, I can. So let me go back here. There it is, guys. Sold it for $10 and with $10 plus the tax, $10.60. Sales tax minus that, 60. Transaction fees, that's what you're paying eBay. That's what they're taking from you, $1.80. The shipping label was $3.84. So it's $4.36. It's not a lot of money, I know, but this is like bonus from a lot that I bought a bunch of Imaginext and I sold all of them, and like this is just a little. Plus, it's a good way to get good feedback because like someone's getting something for cheap. Hopefully, they give you good feedback. To me, it's just bonus because I made my money way times over. So that's it. That's how much I made for that right there. It shows you right there on the thing. All right, and now I'm going to do a little update. Is Babe back? Babe's back. How'd that go, Babe?
His batteries died on his drill or whatever, so he's got to come back in like an hour. Babe, are you frozen or are you just
So like,
honey?
so when is he coming? He's coming back in an hour. Like, did he do anything? What did he do?
He put a thing like way down deep, a plank way down deep in the ground, and he's going to tether it and lift it back up because the whole fence post is broken once you dig down and see it. So, it's fine. Here's what's going to happen. We're letting them out for a while. He'll call me when he wants to come back. We'll bring them back in and he'll finish it.
And then I'll just go drive into the ocean because we won't be on here anymore. All right. Yes, Amy says.
He did make a point that neighbors do help each other.
He said that?
Yes.
Why? Because you were like, thank you?
Yes.
Well, I'm not helping anyone. That's not true. I help. My other neighbor, their dog got loose. I found it. I kept it in our house. I help neighbors too. Right?
Help neighbor dogs.
Neighbor dogs. That's true. Yes, we on another video we can do scheduled pickups. They are the best. You could when we were like really going and selling stuff, what we would do is schedule a pickup. You go to USPS.com, put your information in, and you say how many packages you have. They come. You say where you want to come. It's free. You just come and pick up all your stuff. Or like this, I'll just put in the mailbox. All right, but now
if we have a lot, we'll schedule a pickup.
Now I want to do a little update on an item that I had previously made a short for.
Yes, they're fenced in, Sarah. The fence is still standing. He's actually like proactive because, like I said, he was in the Navy, so he is prepared for this thing to come down in probably like 2 years.
So this was my first short that I made.
Are you worried about the music?
What?
Copyright for that music?
No, because I already made it.
Now you can be a member of a fighter pilot squadron with flying fighters.
So anyway, that's...
Listen to him fly!
6 incredibly detailed fighters with super electronic sound.
Lock on! Fire!
All right, you get the idea. So that... is this right here. And I think I got this for $8. I don't
Yes,
remember.
it's rotten.
What?
Your
Oh,
mom
yeah.
asked, or your mom or dad, I don't know who's on today, said it's probably rotten if it's wooden, and that is correct. And he like dug this thing. He's a pretty tall guy, and he's like, this post is taller than me that he brought over and put in the ground. I was impressed.
All right, so this is the thing that I just showed you. I sold it. Anyone want to guess what I sold this for? I believe $8. It might have been $5. It was not a lot of money. Anyone want to guess? Got it at the thrift. New. I looked at it. I'm like, this is going to be worth some. And you can't always test it, so I took a chance. But as you can see, it works. 18.
You're getting some guesses.
Getting some guesses.
Nobody's gotten it yet, right?
So let's see. We got 50, 20, 18, 25. Nope, you're all wrong. Let me show you. Let me go to my orders. I'm not going to ship this one now because I don't have a box ready for it. This will go in a box because it's like a little bit bigger. And
We'll show some box shipping.
we'll
in the
do another
next
video on that. Yeah.
because it's got all different things.
And let me just...
Ooh, people are guessing to the cent now.
To the cent. No, you guys are all way off. So let's go to... let's just make this as sure this is on.
Oh, I hope it's going to be 800 million or 9,000.
Damn it. There it is, folks. Hold on. Can you see it there?
No.
$89.99. $89.99.
Good work, babe.
Thank you.
Will you be able to click on that? When you click on that, does it show you like what goes to fees and what goes
I just
to...
did that with the last
Oh,
thing.
okay. I'm sorry. I was out for that.
So, as you could see, wait, let me see how. Wait, is his name not? His thing isn't even on here, and I'm worried about it. Oh my God, his thing wasn't even on there.
No one. It's just their, and that isn't even their real name sometimes.
Yeah, so that's not. I'm not worried about that. I thought the address was on there, and I'm off. So, yeah, as you can see, 1989. Just for folks who are around my age or older, or any age, but really, just remember how long is 1989. If you can get a toy from 1989, hey Siri, how many years was 1989 ago? Oh no, it was 35 years ago. 35 years ago. So if you get a toy from 35 years ago that works, that's battery operated, because a lot of times if you're in the thrift, you can't always test in the thrift. Although if it's plugged, if it's the thing with the plug, always go to like the outlet and plug it in. But the one thing you can check for battery operated things, which is a big lesson I learned. Let me show you this. And then what I got to check now is I always put no batteries. Hopefully you open up the battery compartment. Always check to see if there's corrosion in here, because you can't. And if some people, I don't do this, but some like these people will bring batteries with them. They'll bring batteries with them. I don't. Always. This was clean. That's why I'm like, you can like clean it up with like vinegar and stuff, but I don't. Always check the battery compartment. If it's clean, to take a chance. That's how I look at it. If it's somewhat corroded, I'll take a chance. If it's like major corroded, there's batteries in there, I'm like, I am not taking that chance. And these are two double. Go ahead, babe.
let's say too, like you got that and then you figured out that part of it doesn't work, you could sell that for parts as well.
Right,
If
you could
it's
just sell
something
the
highly
plane.
desirable like that.
Right.
He does need a battery satchel, but I'm telling you, he buys things with so many different types of batteries. It would have to be a large satchel.
Let me just check my listing and see if I put no batteries. And I could show you what I put in my listing. I don't put a ton in my listing. Some people do. Oh, I did. All right,
Hi,
so let me.
Blair.
What's up, babe?
I just said hi, Blair.
Oh, hey,
She
Blair.
just got here.
So this is my listing. Some people, and you can now have AI. eBay has an option where AI will make your thing. I haven't tried that yet, but I first of all, you can add videos. If that's a new thing that recently happened, you can add videos, and I add videos showing it working. So as you can see, I try to be as detailed with the description as possible. It's 1989 KBs. Like this is this is all the stuff that people are gonna look. Fanny Pack J. No, Chris, no Fanny Pack J. All right, so tested and working. See video. In good use condition. See pictures. I try to make. And I'll go over how to like do the pictures and stuff. Runs on 2 AA batteries, not included. That M is a typo.
Mhm.
I ship fast, and I gotta start changing this because now I'm gonna start being like making it like 2 business days. But I always, to me, this is important that you put how fast they're gonna get it because people are used to Amazon and getting stuff, very fast. So that's why that was my thing when I was really doing it. It was like I will get this out immediately for you.
Now, eBay now does, this is kind of a new thing. They will show you when you are considering buying when they think it will arrive based on when the person says that they will ship.
So these are the pictures. These aren't the best pictures, honestly, but sometimes it's hard to like get an item to fit in the frame right. But look, here's the video, which is basically the video you saw. This is what they saw when they went. I want to prove to them it's working. And these are what my pictures look like. Try to like get as much of every part of it you can. Like, see, that is I even made a point to put that because you can get burnt. People don't check. Even if you have a toy that works, when you get it from the store, it's on check. Because I've made that mistake where I've sold something, it worked, the person gets it, and even if it works, they're like, "What? I open this compartment and it's all corroded out." Because sometimes it'll work even if it's corroded. So that is that. I guess I could ship the item that. Whoops. And babe, I was saying I never do. Do you do invoices with yours? I never include it.
No, because as a buyer, I do not care. I already have a receipt from the transaction in my email and on my statement, of whatever I used to buy it. So I feel like it's a waste of paper, time, energy.
So this is what this tells you. This is how much I have. Like, I could cash this out. Eventually, I will obviously eventually, but that's what the shipping is taking out of before when I showed the shipping. So as you can, I'll go back to sell. And now you'll see I should have 2 orders because I had 3, but now, and you could do, we'll have to do another video on that. You could do bulk, like print all your labels at once. And with one of these printers, it's just like, they just shoot out, but I'm not doing that now. But if I want to do this, it's the exact same thing I just did. Get shipping label. Hold on, let me just. See, now this is a little bit more, guy. Let me see if it has it. Let me just see. See, now this says 8 ounces, but is it going to be 8 ounces? I don't think so. Let's check the videotape. Let's
5.4.
Who wants to guess?
I haven't held it, but I think it's 5.4.
This right here, I'm going to guess 4.3. Who wants to guess how many ounces this is going to weigh? You might be right. It might feels a little bit heavier. We'll see.
Well, I haven't held it. I don't know.
Pamela, 6.2 ounces.
Of course you can guess, Laura.
Yeah, I'm not. You guys can guess. Go ahead.
This is entertainment in your middle age. Can you guys guess what this bag is?
Ooh, we got
stuffed
two
with?
4.8s coming in hot.
Laura, I agree. Jay does need a metal detector. I kind of want to be one of those people that like goes on those metal detector trips when they're old. Please don't roll your eyes. You like walk along the beach with your little beep, beep, beep.
All right, I got 6.2, 4.8, 4.8, 8, 3.8, 5.1. Here we go.
5.4.
Let's. Oh, I even have the. I'm not going to do the beat. All right. 3.5.
Way lighter than I thought.
Oh, and what I wanted to show you with this, and I'm so glad that they did buy it. Guys, you know, you don't got to buy any packaging.
Never.
How many of you
Again.
get these? And this is a bigger one, but how many of you get these all the time? Just chuck them away. It's free shipping. The boxes, it's all free shipping supplies. You don't have to buy anything. So I'm gonna take this, and you know what? I didn't.
Good job, Sarah.
I didn't. Do it with
Weigh
the
it with the
you
packaging.
got to do it with the packaging. Not that it's gonna matter, but I'm gonna put my little thank you sticky, and this is just a Ziploc bag from the store. That's all it is.
If you do like, if you sell jewelry or toys or beauty products, snack size Ziploc bags, like the off brand, those are your best friend. Thanks for hanging out with us, Chris. Have a good day.
Hey, Chris, take care. Thanks for being here, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here. Not that it's gonna really matter.
Now,
4.3. That's what I guessed.
honey, but what I would do is I would cut off all that extra, and then it's going to be 4.
Yeah, I don't,
instead of having
it doesn't
to send
matter.
out 5.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If 5 costs more money, first of all, I round down because that's how I do. I don't care what they say. Let's just say I said 5 ounces. So that's more money. I'm putting 4. I'm gonna tell you right now. There's no one at the post office. These people are super. And by the way, it's still a little bit more money. Are way overworked. If you think they're checking for ounces, now big boxes, if there's a big discrepancy, they're gonna check that. This, they are not gonna give a shit if I do between 4 and 5 ounces. I round down. They probably tell you to round up. I don't give
They do tell you to round up.
fuzzle. I don't. So there you go. Now you can see this is more money. This is because this is going to Illinois. The other one was going to, where did the other one go? Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is closer to us than Illinois. Were you gonna say something, babe?
No.
Oh, I thought you were. So boom, purchase the shipping label. Print it out. Done. That's how quick these things are. And again, if you we have a wireless printer, you could print it on a piece of paper and like tape it up yourself. It's super simple. So he just got the notification. He just bought it. He's just got the notification now. Here's a little tip for you. Just because I bought this label and just because I printed it out, it's not going to go towards eBay to like my shipping until it's scanned by the post office. So in other words, let's just say hypothetically, this took me 2 weeks to ship in the mail. I'm gonna get dinged, or even 3 days because my shipping is set to a day or whatever. Your handling, that is. It has they get by, and on sometimes the post office doesn't get it right, and you have to like appeal it. But that's another day, and it's not a big deal. But point is, it's not when you print the label; it's when the USPS first scans the label. That's what gets you the credit for it.
Amy, he does free shipping on his. I charge a preset shipping amount just because I've done this forever. I know about how much it's going to cost me, and usually I'm off by a few cents. Like that cost him $3.84. I would have put $3.99 shipping.
I think that's it. You have anything you want to add, babe?
Yeah, I was just gonna. Somebody asked why, or that they sell on Poshmark and it's more simple than eBay. It depends on which one you learn first. I also learned Poshmark first, and I was really scared to go to eBay, but I made so much more money on eBay because the fees are less. But it also depends on what you're selling. So if you're selling super trendy women's clothing, I would stay on Poshmark because you'll do great there. But if you are wanting to branch out into like maybe some vintage clothing or different things like that, or accessories or men's clothing, kids' clothing, eBay, the great thing about it is that your buyer does not have to pay an exorbitant amount of shipping for a shirt. That is why Poshmark is a racket at some points, because it's like, I don't want to pay $7.99 to ship a shirt from Pennsylvania to here because I know it costs, $3.84 or whatever. So on eBay, it's a little bit simpler if you're shipping smaller items to make money on there, because on Poshmark, if I'm going to buy something as a buyer, I want to make a bundle of stuff. And if it's just a one-off item, I'm probably not going to buy it there because I don't want to pay $7.99 for it to get shipped. So that's why I like it better as a buyer and as a seller, because I feel like I can actually make money on small items.
And the thing about eBay is you're just not going to find a bigger market, a bigger audience to sell stuff, really. You guys, I mean, eBay, like Babe said, Poshmark and Etsy, like they all have their, but you just have to know your audience. Etsy, like, obviously jewelry or whatever, like they all have, but eBay is the biggest. It just is. Like, people look to buy stuff online as far as particularly used goods. I mean, you can buy new stuff on there.
Also, eBay has a program called the Global Shipping Program, which is super, super attractive for these types of things. So that opens up my items to every single country that, that cooperates with eBay. That's a definite boon for not using Poshmark, is because it's not international yet, or I don't think it was the last time I checked. So, and the global shipping is so easy because I make a label for a place in like Tennessee, and it goes to eBay's global shipping program in Tennessee. And then they ship it to Paris, France, or wherever. And the buyer pays for all of that. It has nothing to do with me whatsoever. I don't have to worry about customs. I don't have to worry about charges, how much to charge for shipping, how to ship, etc. I send it USPS to Tennessee or wherever it is. I can't remember now, babe. And then they send it. It's not Tennessee.
I forget what it is, but it's the same process. You're not like, it's just like I just did. Essentially, it's the same exact label, because the label is going in the United States. Then once they get in their program, they figure out what courier it has to go to. They figure out what label has to go to. I've shipped to Canada. I mean, we both shipped like all around the world. People who are in that, whatever country is in that program, it is so easy to do if you're part of that program. So that just widens your audience. So good point, babe. All right, Laura asks, does the Daily Mail person just take the packages with them, or do you drive it to the post office? Either way, today, I'll probably just go to the post office because they've already came here. But if it's like, if I was going to ship these tomorrow, and the reason I'll do it today is because I don't want to wait till Monday, because I would rather ship it out today and like have them be surprised when it gets to them earlier, as opposed to sending it on Monday, and then it'll be like when they expected it. I'd rather do it earlier because technically I didn't have to ship these until Monday when they get picked up. So, but you can schedule for free the post office to come to your house, or you just put it in your mailbox. I usually, if I have a bunch of stuff, like if I'm just putting 2 of these, I'm just putting in the mailbox, right? I don't have to. But if I have like 2 of these and a couple boxes that aren't going to fit in the mailbox, I'm scheduling it. So first of all, they know when they come out. Secondly, like I could set it that they come to my doorstep, which I could put under the rain, or I'll put in a box if it's raining, as opposed to by my mailbox, which is not by, is on the side of the road and someone could just take it, or there's the elements. So that's up to you, and it's free. You could pay extra if you want it for a certain time, but as long as you get it out before they get there, it's free. Yes, we have if you sign up for that program, you have a worldwide buyer base on eBay.
And it costs you nothing to sign up. Like, it's not like anything you have to sign up for that costs you anything. It's just like you opt into it. Like, yep, I want to do that.
It's very, and when we get it, we'll show you. It's essentially the same exact thing I just showed you. It really, doesn't change what you do. So, it's been an hour. I hope that's been informative. I'll try to maybe chop these down. Maybe I'll make a video where I ship it. This thing is gonna be pretty easy. But what I am gonna do with this, I'm gonna wrap the shit out of this with bubble wrap, and then I'm gonna put this in a box. Even though it's plastic, and it would probably do okay in a bubble mailer, like a bigger bubble mailer, I'm not taking that chance because these can like come off. This is gonna get bubble wrapped and go in a box, and then put like I make sure like.
Plus, if anything, I don't know if you do this, but if somebody pays over $50 for something, I send it in a box.
Yeah, that's true too.
If it's like a t-shirt, like a designer t-shirt or something, I'm still going to send that in a box.
So yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here on this little channel we're trying to build. That's a little break from our true crime channels. We appreciate it, and we'll be back on Monday on my channel for Karen Read trial, and I hope you guys all have a good weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.